because I don't want to get maybe I don't want anybody to know fucking money. So I'll turn over to you, Josh.
Yeah. So make a long story short is this: we had zero interest in, let's say, exposing Fresh and Fit. Right? I have zero interest in trying to expose them or anything like that. However, at the end of the day, if lies are being told on me and him, like in there, then we need to clear our names. And especially with me, with this whole situation that has come about within recent times, it basically comes out this way. Um, if I have to clear my name by exposing the truth for other people, whatever the case is, then hey, it is what it is. We didn't really intend on this. This is just something that came out the blue. But hey, we got to clear our names, and if it turns out that Fresh and Fit needs to be exposed in order to clear our names for this, that this was something that they pushed on us, then hey, it is what it is. Right?
Yeah, and I do want to say this. Neither one of us is from this generation. This modern generation that we're in, neither one of us is from. I mean, I'm 80, baby. You know what I'm saying? So we're both old school. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because I want you guys to understand and be clear. This is in no way, shape, or form about like cloud chasing or attention. In fact, that's why I was able to be behind the scenes of the podcast for so long, because I didn't have any interest in the spotlight to that extent. I was interested in having a channel that could genuinely help me give some actionable advice and really help guys find the better results that they're looking for. And we all know that that isn't going to be a one-shoe-fits-all solution. So when I came to Fresh and Fit, it wasn't about clout. It was about cutting the line, so to speak, and getting exposure so that I felt that I could bring something different to the manosphere, or whatever you want to call red pill content. You know, I don't consider myself like a red pill or whatever it may be, but this is a community that I've been following since 2016. And the concept of bringing girls onto a platform where they can discuss these issues candidly with men, all this air of bullshit, with all this, you know what I'm saying, have these discussions. And I wanted to do so since 2017. I have plenty of notes and plenty of proof to show that I've been building up that concept since 2017. And I looked at Fresh and Fit as an opportunity to get that strategy out, to get that way of doing things out. Not only to test the waters and kind of get some idea of how people respond to it, but also to bring some type of progress rather than just men and women bickering back and forth and guys complaining about the women and women complaining about the guys. So when I brought that concept to Fresh and Fit, one of the first things that upsetted me about it, once they finally accepted it, bought into it, and we tested it, and we saw how it did with the algorithm, we found out that yes, that was the most viewed content that they had, was bringing the female guests on in groups, which is something that they hadn't done until I got there. They were bringing porn stars on, strippers, just basically girls in the adult industry that already had a following, already were popular, whatever you want to call it. Your Daddy Banks and your Kiki Clouds or whatever. And my argument was, listen, from a viewer standpoint, people don't want to see that shit. Guys aren't interested in that. Those girls are unattainable. So you might get a little shock factor, but you're not going to get any progress. Nothing's going to be learned by interviewing.
And that's the thing, because you bring only those types of girls, it's not realistic, because there are guys who don't want to date women who are in the adult industry. Okay, he was providing an illusion. When you have like people like O'Shea Duke Jackson, you have people like Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews and other red pill creators, they talk about normal women. Okay, if they had brought normal women that are not into that industry, it probably would have been more credible. Because you always see Fresh and Fit with always these women who are from OnlyFans and strippers and stuff like that. And that's not all women. And then saying that women are evil and this and that, you're just increasing the gender divide. So I like what Ayande is saying.
Those are numbers. Let's focus on the average everyday women that these guys are getting. So the point is that they bastardized that concept. a place to drill and to kind of reinforce a narrative that Myron was already trying to push, which is that women are liars, they're terrible, they're demons, whatever the case may be. So when Abba brought that up, that was the tone. That upset me because when Abba was on the show, I'm gonna go ahead at some point. I'm gonna show we have plenty of screens
where all the proof,
like whatever the fuck you guys need to verify what we're saying. I never deleted a message from Fresh. I don't think I've ever deleted any messages from mine, so I have plenty of that. But I will even show you guys where a discussion was being had with Abba and Fresh as far as what the subjects were going to be, what the topics were going to be, getting him on the show, what type of girls that they were going to interview. So basically, he was acting as if he was the one that was going to orchestrate that. Dude, I was the one that was cooking the girls. I was the one that was picking the girls. So I play a very close eye to what it is that what he wanted to talk about, what was the type of females he wanted to have on. Made it a really uncomfortable conversation. And Abba, of course, brought something great to the table. And I feel like it could have been so much better if it wasn't that already decided narrative. So there's a couple of key points that Roger is going to mention. Just some issues that we want to talk about right now, but we have a hell of a lot more to talk about and to unpack as far as these guys are concerned.
So, well, first, do you want to start with the 100K stuff or the stuff?
We'll do that. We'll kind of like get down with the party. We're trying to get into something else.
So, first thing is first. So, there in the video with the Abed Bridge and a lot of other people who might have grievances with the whole Fresh and Fit podcast, the difference between them and us is that we directly know them. We're there. Yeah, I'm not saying like, oh, they were my best friends or anything like that, but at a certain point in time, we were, let's call it, had business dealings with each other, and we were there, we dealt with them on camera, off camera, we know a lot about them, we have a lot of information on the entire situation.
I was at every episode from January all the way up to yeah, so I spent more time with them than my best friend. I was there.
Yeah, he was there more than me, but when I got out there as well, similar situation, right? But one of the first things is, he alluded to is this. Myron, and I'm sure, the Fresh and Fit team tries to personify that they are players. They get all the girls.
Womanizers is the word they use.
Okay, womanizers, exactly. They get all the girls, etc., right? And they use that personification to monetize their audience and other people to become like dating coaches and give out advice. And, sorry to tell it like it is, but the reality of the situation is pretty much 99% of all the girls that you've seen on their, that you've seen them with or on their
even seen them with. There's girls that I've sent and they've fucking taken pictures with these girls on boats and stuff like that and acting like these are their girls, like these are their dates. No, these are girls that I sent.
Exactly.
These are props.
99% of those girls came from the beginning days, pretty much 100% from you, or 99%.
And all verifiable.
Yeah, and we have.
So that's
all the proof in the world, like screenshots.
That's another thing. Early in the game, the accusation was, oh my God, so many girls on this show, so many beautiful girls on this show. Oh, they got to be paying girls to come on. And of course, Myron was adamantly denying that. We don't pay girls to come on the show. Blah, 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 blah.
They're players. They go out and
cold. Let me cut the bullshit. The girls were not paid to go on that show. Not one female was paid to get on that show. The male guests, almost all the male guests were paid to come on that show. Female guests were not paid to come on that show. Not even the Danny Banks or the Kiki's were paid to come on that show. Not even the girls with 1 million followers, like Mia Francis, girls like that. They were paid to come on the show. Here's the thing, though. On the show, and they paid me to bring the girls on the show. Again, I have the receipts. I have all the fucking cash apps every time that Myron fucking paid.
All this is showing how much of a fraud Myron is, and he's about to torpedo his own business if more stuff comes out, especially the fact with him impregnating an Instagram model. If I could find that video of her talking about Myron, I will put that up there. But this is really sad and stupid of Myron to burn his bridges and these two people actually helped him to get where he is today. It gets worse.
So, them paying the girls to come on the show, that's true and false at the same time. They paid, but he paid me.
It was in
right. The overall point is they didn't get the girls to come on their own accord. They had to be game. Now,
the girls were sourced through.
right. Before I even met Myron, because you gotta understand, Myron and Fresh, I seek them out. Okay, I was an anime fan of the Dr. Sharp show, and that's where I came to know about this Myron Gaines, and that he lived in Miami, Brooklyn area, which is where I live. And I thought to myself, hold on, I'm trying to get into the game. I'm trying to be a content creator. Let me try to get into the circle with these guys since they're actually local. And I ended up contacting Fresh because I knew that Fresh was all about adding value, was all about exchange of value. So what I did was I used Fresh, his dog, and I didn't reach out to him, I didn't say anything to him. I just posted and tagged him. He got in my DM. I said, this is for you. If you want it, I need an introduction to T-Punk. From there, and that exchange of value began. So the problem was never really with this sneaky, slimy, dishonest, disingenuous, you know what I'm saying, non-integrity having motherfucker. He's the furthest thing from what I would consider a standard or an admirable man. He's not admirable at all.
And that is the exact same issue that I also have.
Right.
I don't really have any smoke, so to speak, from Fresh. It's sad that he has to be involved in some of this.
No, it ain't sad because Fresh makes his own decisions. He's a grown ass man. He lets Myron took him up on the leash.
Yeah,
That's his problem.
Myron with the whole integrity issue that I think that we both have issues with. Some together and some separate issues that we also have. But they're all stemming from Myron and a lack of integrity.
I do want to slide in a little sidebar real quick. Just to be clear, there's absolutely nothing that I'm going to say. Some recordings that we're going to release later on in some videos, someday. There's nothing that you can hear me say that I haven't said to these two. You know what I'm saying? So let's first and foremost get this clear. These motherfuckers already know. Ain't nothing shy about me. Some 1-2 having motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? But they mouth always full of shit. So,
well, let me
there's got to be consequences to this shit.
Exactly. Now let me say this, because of time I just want to get into, right? Which is this. So, first of all, first things first. As has already been said, is that they are not the players that they portray themselves to be, monetizing on their audience. They're directly on their audience about a myriad amounts of things. All of which we have direct influence. Nothing that we're going to say today do we not have proof for. Not to mention that we've been on their podcast multiple times, each of us, as well as we have almost all the time. Not to mention when the cameras are on, we're at a restaurant or a bar, whatever the case is. Yeah, we've been with them there too. Yeah, so
go ahead, you look at those. Say something real quick. Just funny thinking to myself. After their podcast, watching the shit, I had all the girls up on there, like how they meet and stuff. And I was just thinking in my head, because I saw Myron trying to fucking holler at another one of the chicks that for the podcast. He was trying to smash after the show. And I just started like recollecting. And it hasn't been